Attack and vandalism at Bhanga police station and Upazila Parishad arson at Officers Club. No consensus yet on implementing the July Charter. Joint program of Jamaat and several religion-based parties protest in Dhaka on September 18. We toppled dictatorship, now we must strive to build a functional democracy, says Mirza Fakhrul. Election materials including seals and ballot items reach EC headquarters. No problem remains unresolved if youth are active, Chief Advisor. Heavy rainfall alert in 6 divisions, risk of landslides. Iran urges Muslim countries to cut ties with Israel. Israeli attacks, Iraq calls for formation of Islamic military alliance. And Barcelona scores 6 goals in first home match before 6,000 fans. Hello viewers, welcome to the Daily Sun. Here are today's top 10 news stories. Protesters carried out attacks and vandalism at Faridpur's Bhanga Upazila Parishad and Bhanga police station and also set fire to the Upazila Officers Club around 1:15 p.m. on Monday. The protesters began marching from Soeda in Algi Union along the Dhaka-Khulna highway and reached the Gol Chottor area. During this time, they obstructed journalists from filming and taking photographs. The second day of formal discussions between the National Consensus Commission and political parties on how to implement the constitutional reform proposals of the July National Charter ended without any results. BNP Jamaat Islami and the National Citizen Party NCP on Sunday reiterated their previous positions before the Commission's chairman and chief advisor, Professor Mohammad Yunus. Before the Commission's chairman and chief advisor, Professor Mohammad Yunus. Jamaat Islami has announced a protest program to press its 5-point demands, including elections, based on the July Charter. The announcement was made on Monday afternoon at a press conference by the party's Naibi Amir, Dr. Soed Abdullah Muhammad Tahir. He said that protests will be held in Dhaka on September 18, in divisional cities on September 19, and across the country on September 26. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said, "We have overcome difficult times and brought down dictatorship. Now we must throw ourselves into the collective effort of building a functional democratic state." In a message marking International Day of Democracy on September 15, Fakhrul said the day stands for the rule of law, freedom of expression, citizens' rights, human rights, and accountable institutions. Preparations for the upcoming 30th National Parliamentary election are underway, with election materials beginning to arrive at the Election Commission's headquarters in Agargaon. Officials said supplies ordered months ago have been delivered in phases since early September. Several consignments arrived last Thursday and more yesterday. Interim government's chief advisor, Professor Dr. Mohammad Yunus, has urged young people to contribute their talent, energy and creativity to the development of society and the nation. Speaking as the chief guest at the Youth Volunteer Hour 2025 ceremony in Dhaka on Monday, September 15 at 11 a.m., he said, "I call upon every member of the youth to play a role with your merit, strength and creativity. Let your success be not only personal but also an inspiring example for others. I believe that if the youth remain active, no problem in the country can remain unresolved." With the southwest monsoon active, rainfall increased significantly across Bangladesh on Sunday, including heavy showers in the capital and many other regions. The Meteorological Department has issued a heavy rainfall warning until Wednesday morning for 6 divisions, including Dhaka. It also warned of possible landslides in Chattogram Division and temporary waterlogging in Dhaka and Chattogram metropolitan areas. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has called on Muslim nations to sever relations with Israel. He made the call on Monday before departing for the Doha summit in response to Israeli attacks on Hamas members in Qatar. Pezeshkian said Muslim countries must take a more united and coordinated stance against Israel's aggression and boycott this regime. He further added Muslim nations need to stand together and take concrete steps in economic, cultural and social spheres to shun the Zionist regime. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudani on Sunday called for the creation of an Islamic military alliance, saying recent Israeli actions in Gaza and Qatar demand a collective response. In an interview with Qatar's Al Jazeera channel, he said there is no reason why Muslim countries cannot establish a joint security force to defend themselves. He also urged Arab and Islamic nations to build a comprehensive political, security and economic partnership. And Barcelona secured a thumping victory in their first home game of the La Liga season, thrashing Valencia 6-0 despite playing in front of only 6,000 spectators. Fermin Lopez, Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski each netted twice. Barcelona climbed to second place in the league table with 10 points after the win, just 2 behind leaders Real Madrid. Despite the lack of a proper venue, the Catalans left no shortcomings on the pitch. That's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. Have a good night.